Excellent. So hello traders, Lenka Taylor here. Welcome to today's Simple Forex Setup Show. I'm glad to have you here. I'm going to start sharing my screen and we're going to look at some charts today on the 4-hour time frame. So today I'm going to start with Euro Gbp on the 4-hour time frame. For this currency pair, I'm looking for a long at the moment in between the horizontal lines. So looking for a setup either close to the line or above that horizontal for confirmation. So let's see what happens with that one. Next currency pair I'm going to have a look at is Euro USD. So this currency pair I'm looking for a short. So we've had a couple of bounces now. This is the second one of the trend line, and it's also at the horizontal level. So on the H4 time frame, looking for a good reversal and then looking for a short on that currency pair. So next I'm looking at Euro AUD. So this is one I shorted last week. Looking still for a short now that it's back up at the top of the channel. So on the 4-hourly, the setup a reversal around here. If there is one, then looking for a short again on that one. Next currency pair I'm looking at is USD Jpy. So on this one, I'm looking for a long. I'm looking for a reversal around that trend line and also the horizontal line. So on H4, looking for a reversal in that area. Let me just check the questions. Hi Lenka, that Euro AUD short was good last week. Yes, thank you, Helen. Okay, next currency pair I'm going to have a look at is Euro Jpy. So here I'm looking for a long. I'm looking for a reversal around that area. It's been going sideways for quite some time. So possibly, yeah, looking just to go up there until the retest. So I could have it, look at taking that trade. In fact, we could take that trade right now. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so looking for a long on that one. So shift 1 for the entry just above that bar. And let's say, so entry about there. And the stop loss, maybe give it a bit more room. So we'll do about there. So let's measure that. That's 52. Okay. Now looking for a buy. So there we go. Roughly. So these are the parameters. Let's put them in. All right. Let's have a look at. Okay, so for that one, Euro JPY entry is 130.163. The stop loss is at 129.521. Okay, so that's that. Now let's look at the profit target. So we've got GP1 here. Okay, GP1 130.805. And GP2 okay, GP2 131.447. And then the final one. TP at 132.089. Okay, so that's the annotation for that trade. Okay, let's have a look at some questions. Next we take Euro JPY. Flattening 3 bars. Flattening, yes. Okay, Euro JPY. So Euro JPY going long. So what I'm saying, okay. So I see that there is still room on the monthly to go up to this horizontal line. And so far the trend has been in the upward direction. So in terms of, you know, still being going up, that's where I look for the direction on the higher time frames. the price action is indicating reversal, but usually I just look at the higher time frames for the direction. If the direction is still good, then I just trade in the direction until it actually breaks, not just on the indication. Okay, so D1 EMAs, still in following that sort of trend line there. So on H4, all I look for is the entry. And since it's been ranging sideways, then if the entry is at the bottom of the range, then I'm happy to enter in. So that's the logic behind that. And it's a conditional entry too. So it's only entering if the momentum keeps going and the price action keeps going up further from that setup there. Hope that helps. Okay, let's have a look at the next currency pair, Gbp Jpy. Okay, just checking the chat. Average just crossed over on H4. Use that. For the H4, no. So on H4, usually the EMAs would actually be in the opposite direction because the trend direction is identified on the higher time frames. Yep, I check the daily and then enter on the 4 hourly. Why? Okay, so, well, it's sort of more like a lesson. Let me just go through all the currency pairs and then perhaps I can explain it at the end. So looking at Gbp Jpy, I'm also looking at a long. It's already at the top of the channel there, but if there is a price indicating a reversal around that area, then I'm looking for a long. Next currency pair I'm going to look at is Gbp Cad. So Gbp Cad, at the moment, I'm looking for a short. So there is that resistance. If it gets to that level, then I'm looking for a reversal at that point. Yeah. So that might take possibly a little while to set up, or it might turn around at these previous peaks and troughs here. So I'm just looking at a short on that currency pair. Next currency pair, I'm looking at USD Cad. So USD Cad, I'm looking for a long. So on that one, it has been going down for quite some time. It's at around that horizontal support level. On the weekly, we had a pin bar, and here's, I think, a potential setup for engulfing at the moment. On the daily, we've had a number of engulfing bars, so I'm looking for possibly price going a bit further up, coming back down, and then looking to enter long on that currency pair. Aussie USD. So this one, I'm looking at long at the moment, just going with the previous trend. Even though I did think that it might reverse at this point, maybe it's going to reverse at this point a bit further along. But yeah, at the moment, I think I'll just wait. If it pulls back down to that trend line, then I'm looking for a long on H1. Oh, sorry, on H4. H4. Yeah. And the last currency pair I'm going to look at is GBP USD. So this one I'm looking for a long. At the moment, there's quite a good daily setup. You might have taken that on the daily. I'm looking for a pullback either to this peak here or to the trend line for a long setup then. Okay, doc. All right, let me just go back to the chat. Okay. So I always think that the higher time frames take a longer time to set up. So if there is a trend on the longer time frame, then it's more stronger, I guess. And so I take the direction from the higher time frame. Then on the H4, I don't look for the direction anymore. On the H4, I just look for the entry. So a good strong entry setup. But the direction has already been determined. I don't really use H4 for direction at all. Just forgot. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much, everyone, for participating today. If you are on the Telegram group, then of course you will get updates and any progress on the trades. And I will be back today again at 1 p.m. Singapore time. So if you want to go through the charts again at that time on the next bar, then I'll be doing another live. So thank you. Let me just check the messages. How do you see repeat of this show without waiting for a specific time? I guess you can just go, because the live is always available. So you can just go to YouTube and search for the show and just pick that time frame, either 9 a.m. Singapore time or 1 p.m. Singapore time. And that show should be there straight after the live finishes. And you can just watch it again. Yes, YouTube. Definitely it's on YouTube. I'm not sure how. I think it gets posted on Facebook, but that might be delayed. The YouTube is live streamed, so it would be there straight away after the show. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. And I'll see you at 1 p.m. Singapore time. Bye for now.